Do I need a light? What do you think?
I don't know. Are you taking a picture of who?
I'm taking a video. All right, so Dean and the young, handsome chap, Christopher.
Hello. What do you mean, Dean and the young, handsome chap?
Because he's more handsome than you.
I hate that. Okay, I'll buy that.
So tell me about your experience in Israel.
It's been amazing. Honestly, there's so many friendly people here. It's beautiful scenery. I feel very safe. I mean, those are all things that are just very important, and those are things I love. Oh, and it's very fun here. So.
And the girls are really attractive, right?
Extremely attractive. This has been one of those trip of a lifetime trips. It's been amazing to be able to be in this country, share it with Christopher, experience the people, experience the sights and sounds. I encourage anybody to come here and visit. It's like I said, trip of a lifetime. It's just amazing.
So what was the most spectacular part of the trip, Mr. Christopher?
Oh jeez. It's like asking
no
me
pressure.
What's my favorite chocolate?
That's a lot of chocolate.
Mine is M&M's. I don't know about yours.
I don't have a favorite chocolate. I love all the chocolates. I love all of Israel. There's no right.
It doesn't have to be a favorite. It never has to be a favorite.
There's no just favorite.
We talked about today, we've been traveling a lot, and we talked about places where we're comfortable. And he really enjoyed, we live in Malibu, California. He loves it there. He also loved the northern beaches of Sydney in Australia. And he thought that he could also live in Israel. So
yeah,
that's about the 3 places he's ever said that.
Whoa! Yep. All right. So
and I'm gonna be honest, I concur.
You concur. So that means you can come in Israel. All right. So why do we love Israel so much? We meaning you. We've talked about. First of all, come on. We had a prophecy 3 years ago. I said you're coming to Israel, and before I got this job on TV.
Well, here's the thing. I love history, and Israel is chock full of history. But I love the values of the people that I've known in Israel, and the values of Israel as a country. I've seen more family, people together. I've seen it's the only democracy in the Middle East, which I think is hugely important. And again, it's a place that I feel like, honest to goodness, I could live. Not even like it.
You could live. What do you think? Come on, we can go in the ocean here. It's too cold
it's just like
Malibu, man. Do you go in the ocean in Malibu? I don't.
No, I'm terrified of sharks. You kidding me? I can't do that. That's my #1 fear right there.
If that's your number one fear, you're doing okay then.
All right, so tell me about the experience of meeting, all of these, Netanyahus of the world, David Friedman. Were you nervous, Mr. Christopher?
Well, I mean, after meeting with Prince Ghazi, he was very intelligent and very smart.
Prince Ghazi of Jordan.
Prince Ghazi of
my classmate at Princeton.
As in your pop's from Princeton.
He was a
Prince of Georgia from Princeton.
Prince of Jordan from Princeton, yes.
He was very intelligent, and after that, I was just super comfortable because if I could sit down and talk to him, I could sit down and talk to anyone, pretty much.
Yeah, but
that's how intelligent he was.
On this trip, he had just met 2 presidents. After that, after meeting Prince Ghazi, he met a king, a prime minister, mayor, ambassadors. So the kids had a heck of a trip.
And then you're going back to the coffee bean and tea leaf in Malibu. Like, how do you top that? You got to go back to Malibu.
Exactly. Yep. Mm-hmm.
From world leaders to Malibu.
Hey, the one thing that he realized after this whole trip is that world leaders are just people like just everybody else.
People, yeah.
Everybody poops. Have you read that book? Everybody poops?
No.
No, but I mean that's a given.
But I know everyone poops. So.
All right. So what was it like meeting Netanyahu? Young, good-looking boy, you.
Well, I think that
She wasn't talking to you. She was talking to me. Oh, it was very cool. It was very cool. He was very smart, and he loves his history. He was telling me to study my history before I do anything else. So that's what I'm gonna do, and we'll see from there.
Wow, for me, I think Prime Minister Netanyahu. I think Prime Minister Netanyahu is an unbelievable leader. I think he's done a great job for Israel on the world stage, and he's on the verge of being the longest-running prime minister, serving prime minister in Israeli history. It's a young country. He's done incredible things, especially in the last 20 years. I think he's an incredible leader. He's one of my 3 favorite politicians, and so to meet him for me was an absolute honor.
All right, so tell me why. Listen, we've known each other a long time. You've always been very, very honest.
Years.
Yeah.
Decades.
Decades. We're young.
Yeah, way back.
Yeah, way back in the day, before you were even an apple in his eye.
Yeah.
You were, he wasn't born yet.
No, he was not even.
So why, and from your perspective, you know, you've talked a long time about the importance of Israel. Why does it matter to you personally, you know, so much in everything that you're passionate about?
Whew, that's a very long and complicated answer.
Highbrow question.
It is a highbrow question. You know, I go back to, you know, the history. History is a huge thing for me, and I guess everybody could claim a historical connection to Israel, and people do. But
Abraham,
right now,
father of all nations.
Yeah, well, the birthplace of Abraham, from my understanding, was in Iraq, and I stood over his house, the birthplace of Abraham in Iraq in 2005.
Wow.
You know, there's a thing about the saying about Jerusalem being the center of the world, and I think that very well may be true. You know, having been here and been walking through the streets of Jerusalem, where kings and prophets have walked before, and here we are, regular folks, doing so. And there's something magical about being here. Israel is an unbelievable country. Again, it's a young country, 70 years old come November. And the things that this country has achieved are remarkable. But the history in this area is just, it's undeniable. There's something about it. The air, they say the air here is thin. You know, it's you feel a closer connection to God, and I can't argue with that at all.
Yeah, so tell me what you felt. Like, what do you feel, like, spiritually? Did you feel something? Like, did you feel something different than when you get in the bubble of Malibu, California, 90265?
No. Yeah.
I feel a connection kind of all the times, but there's no doubt that the air here is thinner. There is no question about mine.
Do you feel a difference between being in LA and being here?
Yeah, I mean, there's a difference, but not really. I mean, it's a beautiful city. There are cuter girls here. And
some people could call that a religious experience.
And the sunsets are amazing. So.
Wow, he's a romantic. Look at this boy. He's
a romantic.
Dean Cain is blushing.
Oh, I'm not. I'm rooting for him.
Superman is blushing. Superman is blushing.
Never.